Um, I'm Joseph, and hi Leonela. It's a pleasure to have you here on this interview today. Such a renowned personality on the filmmaking world. It's been talked a lot about you these last days with the premiere of your movie. It's an awesome movie. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about the making process behind this unique movie that you made. And I'm going to ask you some details and your process and what do you think. And so the first thing, well, tell us a little bit about the movie, about the characters, the details, the storyline, anything that you want to share with us. But specifically, I want to ask you, like, what genre would you call your movie? Like, do you think it is? Because, well, it mixes a lot of different details from different genres, and since it's such a unique story, it's not that it could fit on only one. Like, it's it's a new thing that has never been seen. So, tell us a little bit about it, and what do you think about it, and if you could share some details with us, it would be awesome.
Hi Joseph, I'm so excited and so grateful being here. I even did my makeup inspired by the movie. I think this movie is one of my main projects, probably the biggest one, and it really connects to me. I think it is like a piece of me, and I really love it. So I think like I gave all my heart to it. I wouldn't say that the movie fits only in one genre. It fits in many ones because it talks about many topics that you don't even know. It is like this comedy with action and drama, and it is so emotional at the time that sometimes you don't even know what's happening, but at the end you get the idea. The movie it's about Joy. Joy is a girl that is a daughter of a Chinese mom and dad. They live in America, and the main purpose of the movie is to end generational trauma. Um, well, it has many pieces of comedy, yeah, it does, but also, as I said, it is very emotional because of the trauma that Joy fights. And also, I would say that it is action because many of the scenes were filmed with stunts. So, yeah, I am really excited.
You have past experiences in filmmaking, right? But with this movie, you achieved a lot, a lot. Like, almost there's everything to achieve. You already achieved it, and I'm saying this like in good ways. Like, you were born to make this movie, and it's so well done that it's like you already did everything there was to do with this movie. So, what I want to ask you is that now that you finished this project, now that your movie like is done, what are you pursuing as a director for your next projects and your next movies? What is your goal, your main goal from now on? Now that this movie is finished, and like, what are you looking for now? What are your next projects? Are you going to continue on filmmaking? Are you going to have like a break, or what do you want to improve as a director? Tell us a little bit about it.
Thank you. Well, the last films I worked on were not directed by me. However, this was written and directed by me. So I think this experience it is just as amazing as exhausting, you know. And you spend many time preparing everything, and I am not complaining because I really enjoyed it, and of course it was my project. But I would say that everything I've worked on just pay paid its rent, and I want to take a break. Of course, I've been reading many things. I have many projects in mind, but I think I will be taking a break of about, I don't know, 2 years at least, because not only um, not only it's a beautiful experience, but you get really exhausted because you work even on weekends, so sometimes you don't even have vacations. By now I will be doing that, and if something happens, then I will be really glad and happy to do that.
Now, getting more into the making of the movie, like the filming process and while you were recording and everything, um, and about your experience while filming, what were some challenges that you faced during this whole process? Because, well, it's a really complex movie regarding special effects and plot and, well, all the details that you have to manage to pull it off like that it's understandable. So, what were some challenges? There must have been some obstacles in the way, and maybe you had some technical issue on the moment, or maybe a problem with the crew, or I don't know what could have happened. Maybe not a challenge, but what do you think was like a really hard part to pull off during the process? So, tell me.
Yeah, I think that the main problem, let's call it, was the editing. Because in one day, I could shoot, I don't know, 11 scenes, right? That is a lot. Um, but then you would take one day to edit just one of them. And it has many special effects which makes it so interesting, the little details and everything, and the cameras, they're amazing. But of course the editing took the most of it. And also sometimes where I don't know, actresses and actors had other projects, so they would say like, today I can, and then the whole, I don't know, the whole scene would be ruined. Not ruined, but it would spend more time because they were not there. So I would have to call someone and said like, okay, let's call these actor and actresses to, I don't know, do this another scene. So I think that is the main problems that I faced. But the producers helped me a lot, and also I had many editors. I think I had like about 90 for the movie, and I also supervised everything. Um, so yeah, I think that is like the main thing.
Also, now that we are talking about the process behind writing all this story, I want to ask you, when you were writing or while you were writing the story, did you take inspiration from your own experiences, or was it completely brand new, like an idea that just bloomed in your mind and you decided to go with it? Or did you take past experiences from your family or some relationships that you have seen to write this movie?
Yes, I did take into account my own experiences and other girls' experiences, because the main purpose of the movie is people relating to the characters and finding out themselves. So, Joy is a character inspired by me mainly, and I think that that is something really important. The mom issues and the generational trauma, I think, is really important to talk about and not really talked about.
Well, thanks for telling us all the stuff that happened behind the screens. It was such a pleasure to have you here today in this interview, and I hope we can meet up later in the future for your future projects. Thanks.
Thank you very much for having me, Joseph. I enjoyed a lot the interview, and it was a pleasure being here. I hope you have a great day.